everyone. Hi, you can hear me clearly now. I feel the vibes today. You know, you're all so comfortable. Some are sleepy, but we have to wake up, huh? Welcome, Dr. Eman and Amr as well. I'm so happy to be having this conversation with you guys. We had some of the information yesterday, and today we will proceed, okay? So, Eman, you are Eman Atef, doctor. You don't like me to say doctor on stage, but she's a doctor. So, Dr. Eman Atef. She is, Eman Atef is the Accreditation Program in Charge Officer, National Training Academy of Egypt, Head of Speakers Committee in World Youth Forum. Amr Samaha is a pilot. You fly, right? Planes, wow, impressive. Executive Presidential Leadership Program, alumni, and works among the World Youth Forum management team. So welcome on board. My first question to you, Dr. Eman, could you please elaborate on your way, of course, on World Youth Forum's journey since its inception in 2017? What do you have to say about it?
Okay, hello Chantal. First of all, thank you for hosting us at Forbes Middle East Summit 30 Under 30 to represent such a big event like World Youth Forum.
It's our pleasure.
Pleasure is ours. So referring back to your question about how the World Youth Forum has been started, actually it's a little bit long story. So let it tell you at a glance how
Amr is out, you can say it.
So actually the story started back in 2017 at one of our local conferences where we as the youth represented to Mr. President an initiative to create an international platform where we can to speak up with the international youth and to create a platform where we can discuss and thoughts, express knowledge and share ideas, also to recommend and suggest initiative for the decision maker worldwide. And actually we got surprised that by 2017 at June in Alexandria local conference, the president himself accepted the idea and announced to launch the first edition of the World Youth Forum at November 2017. And then we found ourselves that we have 5 months to start and launch our first edition.
Wow.
Yes, it was 5 months only. It was very short period. But guess what? We did it. And we started it, actually. We started to divide ourselves as an organizing committee. And what's really worth mentioning that the total composition of the committee was from the alumni of the Presidential Leadership Program. Actually, we were around 1,000 alumni. Then we started to divide ourselves to committed. Those who were responsible to create the content of the session, workshops, and speaker communication and selection. And the other who were responsible to all logistic issues, accommodation, transportation, flight ticketing, booking. And those who were responsible for the media coverage and the marketing, the branding for the forum itself. And we did it and started, we launched the first edition at 2017. And this is impressive how the journey started.
Wow. How successful has it been in the recent years?
Actually, when we talk about the success story of the World Youth Forum, I can speak it up over 2 parts. Yeah. The first part is the most pragmatic one, and to speak how the World Youth Forum was successful by numbers. Actually, during its 4th edition, by the way, we executed 4 editions till now. During its 4th edition, we discussed a lot of topics, those who were related to education, health, energy, water and food security, artificial intelligence, digital transformation, confronting terrorism. Also, since its inception in 2017, World Youth Forum welcomed more than 25,000 attendees. from, if I'm right, 170 countries all over the world. And actually we got, yes, and actually we got 700 speakers over 15 session, workshops, and panel. And this is the impact and success story of the World Youth Forum in numbers.
Well, this is a success story, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, by capitalizing on that too, we had 25,000 attendees in the last 4 summits, but last year alone we got more than 150,000 applications. So that's very successful, raising up from 40,000 in 2017. So.
Wow. So my question is for you as well. Amr, in the world of Youth Forum, you simulate every model of international organization. Could you please extend upon more?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I'm very happy I'm here. And I see a lot of familiar faces over here from WIF, which I'm very proud of. Some of them work with me in the MUN too. So
we want some noise for the guys, yes. You're so quiet.
Yeah, we hope to hear this noise in the next summit, our summit in Feb. So we have a lot of activities. One of the main, it's a little bit independent, but it's the core, it's a modeling. What's modeling? So in 2017, when we started that, we started by the MUN Security Council model, where we get youth from all over the world. We had around 150 participants. Around 90% were foreign applicants, and the other 10 or 15% were Egyptians. They discussed counterterrorism, which was a hot topic at the day, on a global international agenda. We discussed mainly counterterrorism, illegal immigration, and cyber warfare. And one of the main things that differentiate the WIF MUN than any MUN in the world, that it's actually adapted, the resolution is adapted by the Egyptian government in its international policies. So actually, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, they take our resolution and submit it to the MUN. That's the first time ever in the world that youth actually become policymakers, real policymakers. So we had the MUN Security Council model. We had the Arab and African Summit. And the last one was the Human Rights Council. It was a huge success, and it was praised by the United Nations HRC on the 41st session. So that's about the model of United Nations overall on the modeling part.
Dr. Eman, how did the World Youth Forum get acknowledged and recognized as an international platform for youth empowerment, as a youth empowerment platform?
Actually, World Youth Forum, starting from 2017 to prove himself to the world. So actually, it takes a lot of effort to be recognized. And as you know, it's a human nature. When you reach it to a level, you want to upgrade and you want to do more. And I think this was the reason behind the great effort we did to start and to be endorsed from international organization. I think that we got endorsed by the United Nations Human Rights Council in its 41st session for our valuable contribution in addressing youth global issues. Also, we get endorsed by UNESCO Global Youth Meeting and a Union for a Mediterranean. Also, we get endorsed and recognized by United Nations Economic and Social Council in its 49th session.
Wow, that's impressive. Amr, could you please highlight on some of the side events programs, initiatives that your platform is currently
We have a lot of activities and a lot of initiatives related to the WIF, and since we're in a startup scene, and so we have Startup Vein. We have 2 very big success stories, and they're with us here.
So what's Startup Vein?
Startup Vein.
Okay.
So we actually hunt up startups.
How do you help them exactly? What do you
do? Help them because the WIF is a platform that you actually, as a startup, you will capitalize on many other things than just hunting investors. You have the chance to meet with policymakers face to face, not just from Egypt, but from the whole world, and especially the MENA region. So a lot of ambassadors. When we WIF, we facilitate that a little bit. On the other hand, we have Aspire. Aspire is like a talk. People who have very successful stories.
It is Aspire?
Aspire, yeah.
All right.
People go and speak about their success stories and what not to do and what to do right. We have a little bit of a museum called the Memorial, where 72 sculptures from all over the world, they came.
Humanity Memorial.
Humanity Memorial, yeah, you're right.
Why did you call it a Humanity Memorial?
Because we got how what is built, it was an idea by one of the presidential leadership youth that we get 72 sculpture artists from all over the world, and they all sculpture a heart, but everyone from his perspective of how this heart looks. So it's an amazing accomplishment from the WF, and I urge anyone who goes to Sharm el-Sheikh, even not for the WF, to just pass by it and see it. It's an amazing thing. We have the Freedom. There's a lot of activities, and it's like a little bit of the fun part of
technology
the WIF.
And
a lot of technology is over there. A lot of startups also do talks over there. Artists, musicians, squash players, whatever. They speak a lot over there, and there's a lot of activities. Yeah.
So it's all about innovation, and you have also the labs, right?
Startup Vein is the it's nearly the WIF labs. So startups, they introduce their products over there, and we facilitate everything there in these three pillars: policymakers, engagement, investors, and recruitment for them, because the pool is really high over there for them to find suitable people to work with. So there's around 8,000 to 10,000 attendees every year. So it's a very big stage for them to see whoever could fit their job.
That's a great work you're doing, guys, honestly. What are your further plans? What do you have going on for the next forums?
Until now, we're still brainstorming yet. We have our next WIF is in Feb. We're planning some big stuff, but we cannot say it all right now.
No, we have to reveal some, no?
No, we can't.
Anything, no? Okay.
Because,
top secret.
We need a lot of approvals then.
What do you have to say, your last words? Because Amr is back, so I don't want to upset him.
I'm happy you guys are here. I'm happy I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces, and I wish startup scene is a very good thing. And the WF, we emphasize on that a lot. We offer help in our separate activities and pillars. So I wish I could see you all there this year.
Yeah, we'll be there. Can bet on this. And Eman, what do you have? This is Eman now, Dr.
Yes.
Eman. Now we're wrapping up.
Okay. For me, I want to say that World Youth Forum is an experience you have to live at least once. So all of you are welcome to come to the next edition of our World Youth Forum, and to know more about registration, you can visit our booth to know more how to register and attend the World Youth Forum. You are all welcome. Thank you.
Do you have any Q&As for Eman and Amr? Go ahead. Can we have the mic?
You can hear me? Yeah, okay. Hi, I'm Salma. I just have a quick question. So as you mentioned, from 2017 until today, the World Youth Forum started as a big event, but it keeps growing. So I was just wondering, what is like the main source of funding, or how are you able to grow? What are the resources that make this event what it is today?
All right. The main resource is the human resource. We capitalize on that. 60% of Egyptians are youth. So that's our main resource that we utilize. But funding, nothing comes out of the country. We have a lot of partnerships, banking sectors mainly, and international cooperations. These are the ones funds. So nothing comes up from the government.
And I can add this, the team spirit. I met the team, and they are great together. They have a great team spirit.
Because I know this question revives around a lot of minds over here.
So any more questions?
Yeah, I have another one. So first of all, great job, because I attended WF twice, and I really like the evolution when it started in 2015 and where it stands today. My question is, definitely there's a lot of ideas, discussion in the forum. What comes after, basically the projects, the startups, whatever the ideas are being implemented after, is the important things. So how do you monitor this transition from just discussions and ideas into actually practical projects and implementation in policies or whatsoever after the project, after the forum?
Okay, actually we have, I can talk about two main initiatives started from the World Youth Forum platform. One of them was the National Training Academy, which is now leading the training industry in Egypt as a national governmental institution, which is responsible for the capacity building of all youth in Egypt, as well as a governmental official. And this was an initiative started from youth and implemented by youth to be one of the most and figure out an institution over the country. Another one I want to figure out is that World Youth Forum organizing committee was behind the scene to organize such an international event like COP27. We make the composition of the organizing committee of COP27, and we show the world how we can make a big event like this. So if you, this is enough to answer your question.
وبعد كده انت جيت مرتين ورا بعض صح؟ ما شوفش تغييري ولا
One more question.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Kenzie. I'm from Heritage International School, and I wanted to know, were there any startups recognized globally and have continued to grow through the World Youth Forum?
We have two success stories over here. We have Rabbit Mobility right over there, and we have Educately, and they are represented here in the forum.
Thank you.
Okay.
You are the success story. Who's the success story among?
Yes,
You are,
Educately.
stand up.
Yes.
Stand up.
Rabbit
Mobility right over there.
Yes.
Educately right over here.
Wow.
Applause please for them.
Some applause,
Yes.
please.
احكوا لهم بقى عشان ما يقولوش احنا بنقول اي كلام.
So we have real experiences here. So welcome, Dr. Eman and Amr. Are you flying again anytime soon?
Next Tuesday,
You will take
London.
us to Sharm el-Sheikh?
Anyone next Tuesday, London? No? All right.
Okay, thank you. You're welcome in Forbes Summit 30 under 30. Thank you, everyone.
It's a pleasure.
Thank
It's a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you.